In this video, I'm going to reveal 10 major differences between the Fitbit Charge 6 and Fitbit Charge 5. Difference number 1, Haptic Button. The design of the Fitbit Charge 6 is nearly identical to the Charge 5. It uses the same display, same sensors, and same easy-to-change band. The only difference is that the Charge 6 has a button on the left side, while the Charge 5 has no button interaction at all. The button on the Charge 6 is a haptic button, meaning it doesn't physically move when you press it. Instead, you'll feel and hear it vibrate to let you know it's been pressed. It performs 100% as well as a true physical button, and it makes the Charge 6 easier to use than the Charge 5. Difference number 2, Zoom plus Magnification. Fitbit Charge 6 features the first accessibility feature on a Fitbit device. If enabled, you can tap 3 times anywhere on the screen, and the text and icons will magnify. This is not a permanent magnification though, and you'll need to tap 3 times again or press the side button to be able to navigate to a different screen. This optional feature can be enabled in the on-device settings, and you can choose between 2x or 3x for the zoom ratio. Fitbit Charge 5 does not have the zoom plus magnification feature. Difference number 3, contactless payments. Both Fitbit Charge 6 and Charge 5 have the ability to make contactless payments using the built-in NFC chip. The difference here is that the Charge 5 uses Fitbit Pay, while Charge 6 uses Google Wallet. If you plan to use this feature, I'd highly recommend going to the following links to see if your bank is supported, as Fitbit Pay and Google Wallet support different banks. Difference number 4, Google Maps. You can view turn-by-turn directions on your Fitbit Charge 6 with the new Google Maps app. This does require a quick one-time setup process in the Fitbit app, and you'll first need to use Google Maps on your paired phone to get directions. But once you start navigating, the Charge 6 can automatically start providing the next turn on its display. Fitbit Charge 5 does not have the Google Maps app. Difference number 5, YouTube Music Controls. Fitbit Charge 6 has a new YouTube Music app that lets you start, stop, and skip songs from your wrist. This is the only music feature available on the Charge 6, and it requires you to have a paid YouTube Music Premium subscription. In addition to swiping from the clock face, you can also access the YouTube Music controls during a workout by swiping down from the top of the display. Fitbit Charge 5 does not have the YouTube Music app, and it actually has no music features at all. Difference number 6, exercise modes. Fitbit Charge 6 has over 40 exercise modes to choose from, including 20 new options that aren't available on the Charge 5. Another difference here is that the Fitbit Charge 6 has all exercise modes available on wrist. You'll first have to find your desired mode in the long alphabetical list, but the 5 most recently completed exercise modes will eventually appear on the first screen. For example, I have yoga, strength training, walk, spinning, and bike on my first screen now, and I can press more to find the rest of the modes. If you frequently use more than 5 exercise modes, unfortunately, you'll have to go into the longer list at times. Also, you cannot customize the order of the exercise modes on the Charge 6. The first screen will show up to 5 modes in order of most recently used, and the second screen will show the remaining modes in alphabetical order. The Fitbit Charge 5 can show 6 exercise modes on wrist, and you can customize the order. But if you ever want to make changes to the exercise modes or their order, you'll have to customize the list using your phone. Difference number 7, heart rate broadcasting. Fitbit Charge 6 is the first Fitbit that can share or broadcast its heart rate values to other compatible Bluetooth devices such as gym equipment. I was able to successfully connect my Charge 6 to the Zwift app via my iMac Bluetooth. I did a full stage of the 2023 tour of Watopia, and the heart rate from my Fitbit Charge 6 matched what was displayed on my Zwift screen the entire time with no connectivity issues at all. Fitbit Charge 5 does not have this heart rate broadcasting feature. Difference number 8, heart rate accuracy. In order to compare heart rate accuracy, I completed 5 exercises where I wore the Charge 6 on one wrist, Charge 5 on my other wrist, and I also wore a Polar H10 chest strap, which is generally considered to be the most accurate way to measure heart rate during personal workouts. For each individual workout, I've created a plot with time on the horizontal or x-axis and heart rate values on the vertical or y-axis. In these plots, the red values are always the heart rate values from the Polar H10 chest strap, which should be pretty accurate. In this plot of my walk on October 12, the blue values are the heart rate values from the older Fitbit Charge 5. As you can see, once my heart rate starts to get above about 150 beats per minute, it dips down and doesn't come back up until sometime after the peak, and it happens twice. This same walk was my first time wearing the Fitbit Charge 6 during a workout. So let's add the Charge 6's heart rate values in black, and this is the result. The Charge 6 didn't have any significant dips and stayed close to the Polar H10 the entire time. I can remove the Charge 5 from the plot so you can more easily compare the Charge 6 and the Polar H10. Visually, the Charge 6 values in black are nearly on top of the Polar H10 values in red and follow almost exactly the same ups and downs. The next day, I went for a 15-mile bike ride, and this is the plot of my heart rate data. Again, Polar H10 chest strap is the red line, Charge 6 is the black line, and Charge 5 is the blue line. Charge 6 again follows almost exactly the same ups and downs as the chest strap. Charge 5 is respectable, however, there's a big difference near the beginning of the ride. Here's a hike I did. Charge 6 is mostly satisfactory until the end, but Charge 5 is terrible here. And those times when the blue line is horizontal is where my tracker was actually showing dash instead of an actual number for the heart rate on my display. Here's an indoor spin. Charge 6 is nearly perfect, and Charge 5 performs pretty good here, but it still has a little flub the first time I get near 160 beats per minute. And finally, another walk, where Charge 6 did very well, and Charge 5 had some significant differences. My overall takeaway is that the Fitbit Charge 6 definitely has improved heart rate accuracy compared to the Fitbit Charge 5. If you need accurate heart rate during higher intensity workouts, I can recommend the Fitbit Charge 6, but I cannot recommend the Fitbit Charge 5. Difference number 9, clock faces. Fitbit Charge 6 has all the same clock faces that were available on the Charge 5, which you can see demonstrated on device by watching my Fitbit Charge 5 clock faces video. Fitbit Charge 6 has 4 additional clock faces that aren't available on the Charge 5. Unfortunately, one of the new faces can only be used if you have Fitbit Premium. I've been using the fast lane clock face, and I especially like that I can customize the bottom stat to only cycle between 2 options. I do wish that I could also customize the top stat, however, as I would personally prefer to be able to see the date and my battery percentage at the same time. Another new clock face exclusive to the Fitbit Charge 6 is called Big and Bold, and it is great if you need to see your stats displayed larger on the screen. Difference number 10, Fitbit app login account. Fitbit Charge 6 is the first Fitbit that requires you to log in to the Fitbit app with a Google account. If you already have a Fitbit account, you'll be asked during the setup process if you want to transfer your historical data to your new Google account login. The Fitbit Charge 5, however, can be set up with either an existing Fitbit account or a Google account. In addition to these 10 differences, you should also be aware of 2 potential deal breakers that might prevent you from buying either of these trackers. Deal breaker number 1 is that neither the Fitbit Charge 6 nor the Charge 5 have a built-in altimeter, which means you cannot track your floors climbed nor see elevation gain during your workouts. Deal breaker number 2 is that although both Fitbit Charge 6 and Charge 5 have built-in GPS, the built-in GPS accuracy is terrible for both of them, and I cannot recommend either device if you want accurate built-in GPS. If this video helped you make a purchase decision, using one of my affiliate links below will provide me with a small affiliate commission at no extra cost to you. If you prefer to buy from a different store, I completely understand, and you can instead leave a comment below to let me know my video helped you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.